Coming to you live from Studio 1A in downtown San Francisco, it's time for What's Really Happening.
Oh, yeah. Hi, sir. Hi, miss.
Hello.
Oh, like a bag or, I hate my job. Yeah, what's really happening? Yeah. Yeah, I hate my job. Yeah, I work in a supermarket. Who has jobs here?
I have a job.
I mean, yeah, also musician and something else?
And yeah, I'm also
Wow.
an acupuncturist.
Oh, yeah, okay. God, see, that's a passion.
I would have pinned her for something else.
What would you have pinned me for?
Massage therapist.
That was in my 20s, so you are actually right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Chelsea Burke, musician and
Blake.
acupuncture.
Chelsea
Wait,
Blake.
Chelsea. Who's Chelsea Burke? I do that.
Someone else.
Chelsea, let's
Not
look
me.
her up. And your last name's Burke.
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah.
Wait, Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton.
You are just tangent.
You related to Blake Shelton?
You don't see the resemblance?
The last name. Blake.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that. I remember last week there was a guest and she said her name and then it the week before resulted into finding out someone cured cancer. I mean, someone was they survived cancer,
Okay.
but she was not related to that person.
Not my story.
But
Yes.
that's what we found out, that she was not related to that person. But it was good to know that person survived
Yes.
cancer.
Yes.
That is nice.
Yeah. So, so you have your needles with you?
Yeah.
Hey, Stolowitz was willing to be an example here of.
You've never received acupuncture before?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to get it, but they told me I had too much fire energy. It was probably because I get high before I'd go under the needles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's not a reason to stop doing it.
You know, that and financing.
Uh-huh. That'll do it.
Do you
Yeah.
believe that? You believe what he's saying there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely, in this country, it's still kind of considered alternative and somewhat of boutique medicine. And whereas, in China, it's widely practiced in the hospitals and it's subsidized by the government. So it's really accessible out there in a way that it just isn't here. But now we have more community acupuncture clinics. So they're sliding scale usually from $15 to $60.
Wait, community. So
Yeah, community style. So you're
Yeah,
treated
that's
in the same room as a bunch of people. Everybody's in a recliner.
Huh.
And so so it's really different from a private practice where you have your own room. It's a longer intake. It's just a different experience. But, if people need it multiple times a week, then a private session can get really pricey. So, yeah.
So they would call you Dr. Chelsea Blake Rutherford,
Yeah.
or just Dr. Rutherford.
A lot of people call me Dr. Rutherford.
Blake.
Yeah.
All right, you want to see the acupuncture skills here, Stolowitz?
Oh, I've done it before, and it is pretty nice. Yeah, I had a guy in
What do
San
you need?
Jose who was treating
What do you
me.
need cured of?
Well, at the time, I had really bad back pain, and I did that, and then I did chiropractor stuff, and
Let's do it. We could take off your shirt right now and
you got to know what you're doing, or you could really screw someone up for life. Because I had these people in San Jose experiment on my neck, and I signed the waiver, so I can't sue them now. But it still pops in weird ways. Yeah. So it's really good if you've been in like a car accident or something.
Chiropractics.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean acupuncture is great for a lot of stuff too.
getting the two mixed up there.
Yeah, but it's like I had severe lower back pain, and frankly, that was just because I had been sitting in a chair for most of my life, 20 years.
Yeah, the compression of sitting is very real.
Yeah, and I love to drive, but that doesn't help either. So I had just been passive for most of my life. I thought of myself as a nerd. I didn't value my body because it was the enemy that always got me into trouble. So, it caught up with me in grad school. I was just in agony. I had to go out of class a couple times because it was just so painful.
Dang.
Yeah.
Have you had acupuncture, Luke?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're not curious to receive it today?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Your words are saying yes, but your face is.
You said it takes
very
someone that's been in a
apprehensive.
car accident. I do have a titanium.
No, it's not
No,
just for people who've been in car accidents.
That's for chiropractor. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. No,
And chiropractic is good for so much more than just car accidents too. But it's good for that as well.
Oh yeah, sure. So what's acupuncture? Like, what's the deal with that? I had one person on, but that was a long time ago. We did the acupuncture. What's the? Well, the difference is it's not dealing with the back pain or anything. Like
You
a
can totally
massage
do-
sort. It's not like a massage though. You're just.
It's not like massage. We do learn body work in school, but
Huh.
it's definitely different from a massage. But there's so many things that I treat in my practice on a regular basis. I guess I could tell you more about my own personal experience. I had a history of chronic migraines my whole life. And my Western doc was like, we don't know what's wrong with you and why you're getting them, but here's this extra strength medication. And I think I was 21 at that time, and I just knew that was not the right thing for me. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do that, you know? And then I found Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and my acupuncturist was like, oh, these are the reasons why you're getting migraines, and just keep coming to acupuncture and keep taking your herbs. And then now I'm migraine free. So yeah. And then when I was in acupuncture school, it was like anxiety and insomnia from stress, you know, from school. And so it was really amazing to see that it was really helpful with that more kind of psycho-emotional stuff, not just pain. I also have low back pain from an accident from when I was 18. And like at the height of it, I have like 10 out of 10 sciatica pain, but acupuncture and herbs is super helpful.
Are you drinking some medicine right now?
Yeah, I'm drinking some. Today I have a formula called Jersusan. I just got over a cough, and so I'm still, it's like a lingering cough a little bit. So, and then there's some Archentong in here. So Archentong is more for phlegm. Jersusan means stop cough formula. And yeah, it's really helpful.
Archetone.
Archentong, it's R is like ER sansa, like two. ER, R means two, and then Chen is in reference to Chen P, which is an orange peel. So it's two different types of citrus peels in the formula, and then Tong means decoction or soup.
You do magic too, because it looks like you made this yourself, right?
Yep. Yeah, I make it. I drink my herbs every day. Gotta practice what you preach.
Where'd you come up with that recipe?
I mean, these are just the formulas that we learn in school, and yeah, you mix and match as needed.
Do you have to import most of your herbs, or are they readily available?
A lot is readily available. Yeah. There's really great new companies that are coming out with organic herbs that are easy to access. For a practitioner, you have to have a license to access a lot of the herbs, because if you are taking the wrong herbs, you can mess yourself up. And so, yeah, it's important to work with a practitioner. But there's a lot that you can buy online as well. But because it's in a different language, a lot of people are like, I found this herb, but I don't know what to do with it. And then also Chinese medicine is, the whole concept of the medicine is also in a different language too. So coughing, they say that that's your qi is rebelling. But the lay person doesn't know what rebelling qi means. They wouldn't know that means like coughing or hiccuping or burping.
Can it make you feel like the acupuncture? Can it make you feel like you are somebody?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you are somebody.
So it sounds like you defeated the depression already, so that wouldn't be you.
Well, it's a temporary fix, I would say, but I'm not an acupuncturist, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, like I go to work all day, and it's like it just feels so grueling, and I dread it.
Yeah.
Everyone just hates each other, and it's like but that stuff can make you like, like life, right? It sounds like.
Yeah, definitely can do that. And then, it's acupuncture and Chinese medicine also really tries to instill like real lifestyle changes too. Like it's not just gonna like change your mind about like, oh, I all of a sudden like hate my shitty job. Like, I'm sorry, love my shitty job. It's not gonna just like, change your mind about these things. Like it will hopefully help to make you make different decisions so that you can
Yes,
like your
that's
life.
what it takes. I had a customer. She said, "You know, things could be faster around here if you had some more baggers." And I'm like, no one wants to work here.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the other people? I mean, if you would have been in the other guy's line behind me, he'd be preaching to you how much he hates it here. I mean, we're not even talking to each other anymore.
That's too bad.
Yeah, shitty job is a shitty job. There's not much that acupuncture can do about that.
No, it could change your life, though. You said, right?
It can give you a more sunny disposition, but if you're
I know
just
I'm-
working in a shitty job, like acupuncture is not going to change the state
I know I'm
of your
blessed
shitty
to
job.
still be living, though. So I know I'm blessed.
Good.
At least, because when you think that things aren't going to go right and you get shot at or something crazy happens, you're like, you know what? I'm kind of blessed. I didn't, I didn't die today.
Yeah, that is a blessing.
There's that.
Same. We have so much in common.
The world is going crazy out there.
Oh yeah.
Going.
Yeah.
I'm a little
I know.
upset that nothing I've been through has been televised, damn it. Well, I mean,
Well, we can watch cops reruns.
you know what? None of the stuff that I want them to televise gets put out there. It's like, now this kind of stuff you guys could ask my permission for, but how about the other stuff I would like you to put out there.
What do you want the world to see?
Well, I mean,
Keep it G.
gosh, I guess, I mean,
What do you want the world to know about you?
I'm not seeking a. Oh gosh, now it sounds like I'm seeking attention, but
No, not like that.
Why else would you get a podcast?
Like,
well, I mean, that was, I don't know. I started this to kind of laugh. A while back, I started this to kind of laugh and go, ha. Well, now my name is somewhere else, somewhere else, and I could like do stuff with it. I could trick people to come in on my show. Oh, yeah. Well, back then I was surprised people came through.
oh, okay. When did you start?
Was it 2016?
Oh, wow.
And yeah, that was crazy times. Like Trump was just in office. I had that Marjorie Taylor Greene on. It was quite some times.
Good.
Yeah. She's one of your favorite people too, there, Stolowitz.
Oh yeah, big fan. Did you really have her on?
Yeah.
How did that work?
It was amazing because it showed how, like, I guess people are cool with me because I had a whole studio of people that were like weren't sure what to say because I don't think they agreed with her views. But it was amazing that it wasn't until she left that they were like, yeah, I don't really agree with that. It's like it was so nice.
Yeah.
Are people still so nice? Are people still nice?
Sometimes.
You have to look for it because most people are not.
Is that you believe that, Chelsea?
I think
Blake Rutherford?
I think that
doctor?
it takes a skill to
Musician?
be diplomatic. And I think it takes skills to kind of, you have to like want to work it out with people. And some people are just like, fuck off. No. And maybe are more like easily angered or like don't have the skills to communicate what they're pissed off about. And then it turns into like a confrontational weird thing. But if people can maintain dignity, then I think that people can have lots of different kinds of conversations and be really different and
A lot of
still be cool with each
situations like
other's.
that, huh?
Yeah.
I found that I there's people I realize how they are and I just can't talk to them anymore because of that.
Yeah.
There's people that I realize, I built a grudge against for something they said that they didn't even think was an issue.
Yeah.
So instead of being cool with them, I'll at least like say hi to them when I see them to show I don't have hate. And then sometimes people just have different views. I discovered a guy recently I thought was like, just poking fun. We're poking the fun at each other. And then recently I realized he kind of looks down on people.
No.
And then now I just can't. I just can't really get along with you at all now. I don't like those kind of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Live and let live. Let people be. And say what you need to say, but say it with.
He said these words. He said, you know, I mean, I've had a lot of jobs. He got at me for it. And then the thing, all of a sudden, he just decides to volunteer, you know, because I'm telling him, explaining, you know, well, I've had a lot of jobs because this and that. Then he decides to volunteer and go, haha, playing the tiniest violin because I've had both parents all my life and I've lived in a house and didn't pay rent as a kid. I'm like, dude, that is not the poke I was expecting. That's just now looking down on people. What is this, man? Now you're just showing privilege here. And now I have to attack. God, now I have to attack you with how privileged you are. You know, I mean, right? Isn't that? I see that cringe there, Stolowitz. Isn't that like?
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's just I don't understand the point of that.
Yeah. See, the messed up thing is there's no point. And now I can't talk to you anymore. You know, you just did a pointless thing because you're bored, showing your true colors.
And apparently they were black.
Yeah, I'm cool with, like, we could have went back and forth with your politics, and I could just look at you like you're crazy, because well, he used to, like, you know, hold up a sign F, you know F Trump. He's like, good. What politicians have done anything for me, really? I'm cool with it, but then you got to show how privileged you are. Look down on people. Ugh.
Yeah, the privilege thing is interesting because, you know, especially if you're born into privilege, you can't help that, right? And so, is it fair for us to look down on people who can't help their privilege?
Yeah, like I wouldn't look down on him for being privileged until you like gotta poke at how now I didn't have both parents, and you know I had to work since I was a kid. Now it's like, bro.
Yeah, usually people are self-deprecating about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like he was being a jerk to you about it.
Yeah. He's like haha. I had both parents growing up. I had both parents growing up, and I didn't have to work when I was a kid. It's like,
yeah, so you never developed a work ethic.
It's like, bro, what is this? This is just showing how privileged you are.
I think everyone's working with something. I think that that's also a safe assumption, that everyone is working with some shit. Everyone has some kind of privilege.
Yeah.
And we never know exactly what's going on internally for them. And when people come into my office, I just assume that everybody's traumatized. And I treat them kindly and with respect. And yeah, that seems to work for me.
That's
and
sad,
yeah, I have more of a. I guess it hits me more because you know, I seen the other side of the fence. Like my dad looks like he's loaded with money, and he took off when I was 1. So it's like, you know, I don't look. People have. So I guess privileged people rub me the wrong way, but you know, if you're privileged, I'm not gonna judge you until you start like throwing up in my face and then looking down on me. It's like, oh, bro.
We also just never know how someone else is giving back too. Like if everyone has their traumas and everybody has their privileges too, if someone's privileged, we don't know, like maybe they really gave back last week or something, or you know, I assume that there's a lot going on with people that I am not aware of.
Yeah, I ain't gonna judge until you start like throwing it up in people's faces and belittling about it. I mean, there's one guy I can't. You know, it's like he's got some issues. He seems like an alright guy. He doesn't seem to understand why not everyone has a house. Like I mean, a house.
Yeah, just less lattes, man. It's that simple.
Yeah, you know, I cut off the lattes. You know, I'll do the 7-Eleven coffee. But even I've looked at that and went, dang, this is getting expensive. Maybe I could have gotten a latte for
How
this
much
price.
is the coffee at 7-Eleven?
I think it's at least a couple bucks now.
Really?
I think it's a couple bucks something.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
inflation, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so I'm trying to lay off but then they give me like this punch card thing,
Uh-huh.
where I'm trying to lay out, but then I want to get coffee at the same time so I can
Yeah.
get that free one.
Oh, right. And be the preferred customer, the frequent buyer. Get your
Yeah,
perks.
but then the coffee looks cheap now too because there's no the marshmallows. The condiment bar.
I don't think I've ever seen marshmallows in a coffee.
No. Yeah, you should have seen my pictures I've taken of my coffees in the past. You'd have to look at my memories because they took that away. And then, the cocoa, they used to have a nice condiment bar, but now they're really getting skim with it.
Dang.
That's just an inflation thing. Do we blame do we blame Biden still?
No, it's beyond him.
Yeah, it was before him.
Because you pointed out I'm a libertarian today.
Yeah, I thought so.
And that's, I think libertarians are more respected, aren't they?
It depends who you talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had some great friends who were libertarian and, they're LGBT friendly, which is really nice. It's a nice principle. It's just it can be taken too far. There was a great documentary on HBO recently about the libertarians down in Acapulco. They were anarchists to be technical, but that was the next step. Yeah, the Acapulco group. Yeah, so that was like libertarianism taken to its extreme, where it turned into violence and drugs eventually.
Wow.
But the drugs that would be
that
would be they wanted freedom, but there's a limit to
that's the thing. It's like if your freedom comes at the cost of somebody else's, it's not real freedom. That's not liberty.
True.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
I don't think they should be hard on people that do the drugs, but maybe we can shoot the drug dealers that are out in the open. See, there should
you
be
really want to shoot somebody, don't you?
Gosh, I'm getting flashbacks. I guess getting ran over. Because I know I would at least shot their window. You're like, hey, they got a window out, officer.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, no, I mean, because we got the guys on the corner selling out here, and I don't like that. You know what? Because I'm not fully against. We do what you want to do with your body, but those guys, all the guys outside on the corners, I feel like they're bad because come on, how are we supposed to help out the addicts out here? Or even, I mean, the homeless. Like if you're just living on the streets now, you're gonna become an addict anyway because you're like,
how are you supposed to deal?
Well, you got the dealers right there next to all these people.
Yeah.
And it's an escape from hell
Right.
for a little while.
So
You're living on the streets, especially down here, Sixth and Mission. Like this is such a rough part of San Francisco.
OMG.
Yeah, that's on Sixth Street. Yeah. So Chelsea, like Rutherford. I keep thinking the Blake part's like a celebrity you're you're related to. But are you LGBT? Is it the Q? There's more to. Are you friendly? Okay.
Le Québécois, as the French say.
I wouldn't.
Yes, somebody finally got that.
See, I think I'm friendly. I'm not allied though. I'm friendly because I mean if someone's cool, they're cool. I don't know about ally. I feel like I'm more an ally towards the women's movement.
Well, it's not one or the other.
There isn't.
I would think a good ally should be your friend, but I guess if you're just making alliances to get more land by marrying off your daughter, then yeah, they're just allies.
Well, my mom just found out Stolowitz is gay.
Yeah, that was funny. His mother loved me because when he was injured, I was the only one apparently that came to see him other than family.
I don't think family, that would just be her.
Oh dear, yeah, it wasn't pretty. But I was nice to be there. We watched Impractical Jokers together.
Cute.
Yeah, it was
Very
great.
cute.
Yeah.
That's one thing she said. She said she loved your laugh.
Well, I have several laughs. One of them is lovable, and the other is really creepy. It depends on the kind of joke I'm doing and my mental state at the time.
That's probably why we're so cool, because people get creepy confused.
Creepy confused. Well, we are a little creepy, you gotta admit, Luke. We've done some creepy stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, what are we talking about? Creepy? What do you do? I guess let's do it. What are you talking about? Creepy.
Well, you can be honest about your own things, but you know, I've done some shady things that I'm ashamed of. So yeah, I mean, it is deserved. And I do have a dark sense of humor, but that's not a good thing. Like when dark humor is popular, that means there's something really wrong with society.
Uh-huh.
I mean, think about it, because it's like if you look back at the best dark humor movies you've seen, something awful is always going on. You know, it's like there's a war going on, or somebody's been turned into a werewolf, or zombies are approaching. You know, it's just not pretty. So you're making the best you can of a bad situation, but you could still die at the end. Oh my gosh, I saw the best dark comedy. It's from Germany. It's on Netflix. It's some word
Netflix.
in
Okay.
Albanian because he goes to work with Albanian gangsters and they give him a nickname from one of their fairy tales.
Ah.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Baba! Did you see it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was great. I love that movie. Yeah. But it's like at the beginning, he's like, yeah, I die at the end. But everybody dies at the end. So yeah, some of us are going to go sooner than others.
Wait,
but-
he spoils the whole thing?
Well, he does it kind of like Tarantino, where he starts with the ending, then goes back,
Interesting.
and then
Okay,
finishes.
fills in the blanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things I loved about it was he was talking about fairy tales at Disney. And Disney lifted all the German fairy tales, but then they transformed them into a light, fluffy version. They took all the darkness out of them. And that, you know,
which is ironic given the history of Disney.
Yeah. So, like, in the movie, his grandma is really into fairy tales, but she's super dark, and she has this really cynical view of life, and he's trying to get out from under that bitterness. And I can relate, because my grandma was like that.
There's I'm forgetting the word. It's a word in German that means enjoying the pain.
Schadenfreude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like Schadenfreude or something. Yes. Yeah. What's the exact definition? Enjoying watching the pain of others
It's
or
the
something?
pain of seeing your the pleasure of seeing your enemies suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
I
And
love
so-
that. I
and-
love seeing them suffer.
Right, which also,
Sadism,
you know,
yeah.
but also like as a teenager, I would watch a lot of, you know, skateboarding videos. The bloopers are the funnest part
Yeah.
to me.
Oftentimes, yeah.
And that's, what's the word again?
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Oh yeah, like that Tyree Nichols guy was a skateboarder. It was the Tyree Nichols, the guy that got
Uh-huh.
found by
Murdered,
the police there.
Yeah, he was a skateboarder.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of craziness with the police lately.
What do you mean lately?
Always.
I'm trying to be like, hey, they're not so bad, you know, because I'm trying to be, you know, the middle ground since I had it bad too. So I'm trying to be like that guy. Maybe if they need someone to talk to, finally, to
The cops?
to make them not. No, I'm not. Wait, hold on. No, I'm not gonna. You know, I'm not talking to rap people. I'm talking about maybe if they want to finally come to someone to solve the problems of why everything's so chaotic. I can be like, well, this is what you guys need to do. But I had a feeling, you know, the government likes chaos. I think, huh? I mean, they shot the guy with no legs.
They like control.
After the
chaos.
Tyree
Yeah.
guy was the
They like
amputee
control.
shot.
Yeah.
Did you hear about they shot a guy with no legs?
I didn't
was
hear about
so-
that, but
Yeah, the LA cops, right? Yeah, that was so screwed up. He did have a knife, but it's like, what danger is that guy gonna pose?
was he in a wheelchair or what?
Yeah, he was literally
And
like
then-
missing two legs. Like he's
No, but check
hobbling
this out.
out of the wheelchair in the video, and they're kicking him and shooting him.
Check this
Wow.
out.
It's sick.
He was
Wow.
evading the police though. He
Oh,
jumped
wow.
out of the wheelchair.
I know.
running-
Real threat running
Wow.
down the boulevard with no legs.
He was
yeah.
running around. He was running away from them with no legs
He's
on.
running.
Oh, if
Yeah.
Only he'd shown some respect. Yeah.
I mean, he has nubs.
He was hobbling. He was nubbing away,
Yeah.
trying to. Dang.
Yeah. It was really disturbing. I
Yeah,
mean, they're all
that is really disturbing.
I can barely watch the news anymore. I mean, for a while it was a patriotic exercise, but now it's just like, ugh.
Now we got the Chinese balloons, you know?
No, it's rough because I want to know what's going on,
Yeah.
but sometimes I do need a little
Well,
bit
the
of a
thing is,
break.
You don't have to watch all day. Because I
right.
realized they'll show the same thing all day.
This
Yeah.
is true, yeah.
I know, but I used to start my day listening to NPR, and then there was a little bit of a shadow that would be created first thing in the morning, and so I was like, okay, why don't you listen to the news at the end of the day? But you kind of want to be prepared. Yeah, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
They're
You want a rough awakening or sweet dreams? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You want to lull yourself to sleep with some nightmares or.
Oh, and I do get them. Oh God, I've had terrible night terrors the last
Yeah.
decade, especially during the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's actually some Chinese medicinal herbs that can help with night terrors.
Oh, that's nice.
let's
But-
do it right now.
I don't have them on me.
Yeah.
I didn't bring those herbs. Those
Where's St.
specific
John's
herbs.
wort when you need it? Yeah.
So this is. I used to have warts. I used to put putting on. There. So
It's an herb. Wart actually
There's
means
warts and wart.
herb.
O versus A, yeah. You're
So
forgiven for
there's also a
understanding.
thing where funeral homes are trying to bury people that are still alive.
What?
Yeah.
As a business practice?
No, they put them in the
No, it's just
body
a
bag,
promotion, yeah.
and they're
Right,
about to
yeah.
bury them, and then they're like, "Wait, they're still alive."
Oh.
It just says
Like-
another funeral home discovers woman presumed dead, still alive.
Was she in a coma?
Says she was she's getting actually $10,000 over the
Whoa.
incident.
Only 10,000?
What was her respiration rate? You know, how can
It
you
said,
how can you
She
mistake
was
someone
pronounced
for being
dead, and then 3 hours later they found out she was breathing as they're about to do away with her body. You know?
Whoa, about to put her in formaldehyde?
Ah,
Jesus. Yeah, things to check before.
How do
Gotta
you-
make sure.
yeah. That's just like, wow.
Yeah,
I guess there's so many. They're just not paying attention. I don't know. Ugh.
Right, yeah.
they gotta make
It
money.
was a big load that day. They had a lot of corpses, maybe.
Yeah.
They gotta make that money.
Well, and they're burned out too. You know, it's kind of like pilots that crash planes because they're not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although sometimes there's other things going on too, like those pilots in Korea where for a long time they had to be super polite,
Uh-huh.
but the formality was so excessive they couldn't be direct about anything. So if the plane is flying straight towards a mountain, you're not allowed to say, "Sir, pull up, pull up." You have to say, "Isn't the weather look strange today? What do you think about the weather over there, sir?"
And just kind of dance around. the-
Yeah, well, it's like a lot of people
The
died in
fatal
that
subject.
airline crash, so they had to change it and they had to train people how to be direct because I guess this was a foreign concept. Because normally just telling the guy, "Please don't kill us," is really rude.
Right, you don't want to make him look bad.
I know. I mean, you could lose your
the
job, let alone
speaker.
your life. You know?
That's
Now,
some
what
bullshit.
you two think about that spy balloon?
Do you think it was
Oh.
a spy balloon, or do you? Because I wonder, because I could see
I
like,
didn't see any cameras on it.
well,
or-
you wouldn't. They'd
that's
be
what
really
you-
small, and it's not like we looked at it personally.
It's it's spy. How are they?
Well, they said it was a civilian thing that went off course, but it sure went off course for a long time over some very significant military installations.
And it was I also thought that it was interesting that they were like, we're so regretful that it went off course. Like that kind of correspondence is
We're so regretful.
I just don't like
Yeah.
that
Whoops.
they shot it down in water. What about the animals?
oh. Well they were saying that it was so big that
They were worried it was going to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But it's going over the Midwest where like less than a fourth of the population lives. You know?
you're like hurt them.
They couldn't find anywhere to safely bring it down before it got to the Atlantic. But see, I don't know. I don't blame Biden for the whole thing, but at the same time, I can imagine all the bureaucrats going on where they're like, well, how will we look if he shut us down here? What if it hits somebody? What if we don't get the camera angle right? It just, yeah.
I can understand that, I guess.
Yeah.
When people throwing stuff at me, you know, why this, why that, or people saying anything, actually, I'm just like, all right. This is what I do. I just go, all right.
Yeah. All right.
And you just agree.
Yeah. I'm good with saying no until it's like, you're badgering me with stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what's going on right now, but okay.
But I noticed in the last few years, a lot of people really want a war with China, and I think they don't realize how horrific that would be. Maybe because they wouldn't have to fight in it. And, you know, I don't want to see that happen. Granted, I loved China a lot more before they went communist. So it's easy to look back in history. But at the same time, it's just like, they're not as severe as they used to be, and they're not that different than us. And I just find it's like whether we love or hate a certain country depends on how the wind is blowing. Like Russia was the big bag for so many years, but then Trump
Forever.
liked them, so suddenly they could do
Right.
no wrong until Ukraine, and now it's
Yeah.
Well, Pamela Anderson got along with that Putin guy.
they met.
Well, he was because he's Vladimir, right?
Vlad Putin, yeah.
He was
Putin on
big
the
in the
Reds, yeah.
PETA.
Oh.
You're kidding.
No, I saw.
What?
That seems like a little bit
Said
of a
they
reach.
met and he like helped with animals.
He was in PETA.
Well, he was well, no, she came to him because of PETA stuff and to talk
Huh.
about saving animals, and he was like, you know what, I love animals. Okay.
And she was like, you know what? Fuck all those war crime things. It's all good. You're an animal lover. We can get along.
I'm sure that guy loves red meat.
Yeah,
Something
as long as
fishy.
you love animals. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
love
watched that.
with a nice béarnaise sauce.
I watched that documentary with the Pamela.
Mhm.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, what was it called? Pamela
She said,
and
that-
Tommy?
The
Tommy.
Hulu one? I saw that one. But
Yeah.
that was like a biopic.
Yeah.
No, the Netflix one. She said how
Oh.
they got into their relationship
Mhm.
like this, like the two fishes.
So
They started
delicious.
doing this.
Yeah.
Because he met her at a bar and licked her face,
Uh-huh.
and then
Literally?
they exchanged numbers,
Yeah.
and then he just kept telling.
That was in the Hulu version.
He kept.
You missed that
So
part?
Netflix is the same. He kept telling her how big his baloney is, spelling it out though.
Yeah.
She said he would leave her voicemails spelling out baloney and saying how big it is.
Oh, baloney.
And then all of a sudden they baloney. All of a sudden they now they're connecting. Things were easier back then, I guess.
Right.
I didn't have to do any of that. Saying about my baloney.
I know it's easy to romanticize the '90s, but there was a lot of bad stuff.
Do you
going on.
believe
Yeah.
the sex tape was stolen?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I mean, that was the plot in the Hulu
That-
thing,
right,
Was he
yeah.
didn't pay the contractor, so
Right.
his revenge was
Yeah.
stealing the sex tape.
Yeah.
Seemed plausible to me.
All right. Well, I mean, they had to
But-
pay off their debts.
But also, I wonder if Tommy leaked it because he got a lot of positive press from that. Like it
He's a
really,
rocker, though, right?
right? Yeah, he had it behooved him in a different way. It kind of took her career downwards, but people were really like giving him high fives.
Yeah, the double
The
standard.
downward
The
dog.
player versus the whore. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that is
So-
not cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one that leaked it.
I mean, she did. You know what? It is not cool.
I don't think he was
It-
smart
'cause-
enough to do that.
Because he got the whole like, oh, got a big baloney thing. Like it's cool. Like, oh, that guy's got a big man meat. But
I've never heard it called baloney before.
yeah, I know it's weird. Why do you call it baloney? I mean,
No, who
baloney
does
is
that?
like
I've never heard of it.
round.
Yeah.
Like if you would have said sausage. But see, so it is a sexist double standard because
Yeah.
you see her in interviews and people asking her about her boobs. Like
Oh, God.
that's inappropriate. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think they're fake, just roll with the program. Go, I think they're fake, but you don't gotta. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but she's
I
not
agree.
known as a fine artist either.
Well, I mean, okay. Like I was reading about a woman who has J boobs, J size.
Mm-hmm.
Not shaped.
One of them got broken, I guess.
Ow.
But no one's gonna ask her if hers are fake because it can look kind of obvious, right? I mean, who can have?
Like they're obviously fake, or
Well, I mean,
Because they were just so
who
big.
has J size boobs?
D is the normal, the extent of nature.
E, F, G, H. That's a lot of. That's a lot of letters right
It's a
there.
lot of titty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, different sizes of women produce different size breasts. So,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe this person that you're referring to
The
had a
Pamela
more.
Anderson.
You're
the
referring
J,
to Pam.
The J boobs. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that
the J
That was
boobs.
different. But I'm like saying like, come on. If it's like that person, you wouldn't ask because you would know obviously. So I mean,
Yeah, don't ask.
what makes you want to ask Pamela Anderson every interview? Is it
Right.
about her boobs?
My friend
Yeah.
dared me to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably one of those, huh? I mean,
Yeah. I think that she was also on the forefront at that time of looking like that, like having that kind of body. There weren't a lot of other
Yeah.
stars that were presenting themselves as such
Not cool.
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of women's empowerment, I respect her for loving the animals. Like, honestly, I don't know how people feel about their kids staying with Michael Jackson and sleeping with him. I would let her sleep with my cat if my cat would leave the house.
You would let your cat sleep with Pamela Lee Anderson.
Yes. I would trust her like that.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a bad person.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't even ask her about her boobs or anything. I'd try to be appropriate. Like, that's what you should do with women. Like, no one's asked how big is your I do get some inappropriate comments at work sometimes.
Okay, but my question is, like, because of her field and because she chose to do adult material, would that excuse it, or is it still off limits?
Oh,
I would think it's still.
I think it's still kind of off limits.
I
Wait,
mean,
the question is, are your tits real? Is that the
She
question?
gets a lot of the. In fact, yeah, it's real, but body questions. Period. Like, I mean, they might as well. They I mean, just goggling at her and going, penis? Are we talking about this penis thing? Oh, space.
You're too close
Space.
to
I
the mic.
thought he was asking. Like,
No.
time to talk.
Matthews and the microphone.
Time to talk about penis. Yeah, but that's what the symbol was. Yeah, not cool, right? Talking about like interviewing women, talking about their body parts.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
So, speaking of women's empowerment, here's some music.
You want to hear a song?
Yes.
Cool.
What are we? What are we gonna hear?
We are gonna let's see. How about this is a song called I'm Sorry, and it's an apology song.
I need one of those. Can I borrow it for a day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are
cool.
do you need to give an apology to someone, or are you
I already
looking for
gave an apology, but
Uh-huh.
it got thrown right back at me. So maybe if I sing it to them,
Like they were like, I'm also really sorry.
no.
Oh,
They're like, yeah, you are really, really sorry.
they rejected your apology.
They rejected, didn't even let it get
Oh, we're
out.
talking about heads.
Dang.
No, we're talking about just in general.
Oh, no, we're talking about heads.
To your mother and your father. That's who we were talking about. So
My mom's all right with you.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think there's good and bad ways to apologize, and excuses are not good ways to apologize. But
Right. So never apologize with I'm sorry, but
yes. Right.
never throw the butt in. So I
Exactly.
really almost had to write out my last apology.
Yeah, get prepared.
And I literally didn't even get to that point, and I left a voicemail. And I'm like, don't use that word, but don't say, oh,
Yeah.
I was stressed, I was this.
Yeah.
Just let it all hang out and
Yeah.
just say, take all that responsibility on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this what
Pretty
I'm
much.
sorry is about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
This don't need to mean nothing, but it needs to be said. Can you hear the guitar? I'm sorry for everything I did, for being such a dick, for treating you like shit. I was always in my head. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything I did, for being such a dick, for treating you like shit. I hope you're good. Been thinking about you and how this apology is way overdue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For everything I did, for treating you like shit, for being such a dick. That's when my heart went dead.
Wow. Should send that to my dad. You know, a lot of people have at work, unfortunately, too. And how do you do? You've had an experience like that, right? Is that what happened?
Wanting to apologize? Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wanting to apologize.
Or needing to apologize and doing it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm good at zoning people out, I think, after a while, you know?
You're good at zoning people out?
Yeah, like, oh, now you're ghosting. I could ghost people in public. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's not like you know, how people ghost people they date.
Yeah.
I could just be like, wow, we used to be really close in general. Like, now you could walk by me and I just ghost you.
Yeah.
Because you're just invisible to me.
Yeah, these hard conversations are really difficult to have. And it can feel humiliating to say, I really messed up. And, you know, some people consider that groveling or something. And they're like, oh, it's too humiliating. Like, I would never do that. But it's like, I got to be right with myself at the end of the day and, like, not lie awake at night thinking about all the shit that I did. And, yeah, I think just a simple apology can make it a lot better.
More comedians need to do that, huh? Stolowitz?
Yeah, but also they need to forgive too, because just because you apologize doesn't mean somebody's going to forgive you.
Sure. Yeah.
I've even had people like consider it like a sign of weakness to forgive people.
Right.
If that excuses what you did or it makes them lesser. And,
I just don't want to have a hardened heart.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
You know,
because
and to not
painful.
forgive.
Does make life a little more boring having that hardened heart, you know?
Well, it's a burden to carry.
It makes it less boring.
More boring, you know.
It makes it more boring.
Yeah. Good time. Now it's when I see.
Now you're shut down.
Let's get to whatever we gotta do here. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was walking down this hallway not long ago, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Hear my name, and then all of a sudden say, oh, wait, say nothing. Say, hold on. I clearly heard my name. Mm-hmm. And now it's nothing. I clearly heard my name there. Yeah, I mean, would that be liars or would it just be...
Well, there's lots of Lukes.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I mean, then there's like... should have said F you... twice. It's like, wait, when did the first time start? You know?
Yeah.
When did the first time start? Wait, what's with the twice? And when did that? And when did this actually come? But you're just hearing this stuff, so it's like you're not, you know. It's like bring it up. How do you make that reconciliation where it's like, hey, we should talk about this?
Yeah.
But instead, maybe is that also a man thing? Or...
No.
Not at all.
It's not about that. It's just people have to be willing.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, it's not going to happen.
Right. I think humility is huge. And yeah, making that first step if you're estranged from someone, what, 10 years or something, or even 6 months, yeah, it's hard to pick up the phone or text them and be like, I want to talk to you. Can you make some time for me?
Yeah.
I want to say sorry.
I think I'm not very good with talking to people. Like, I think my problem is like, once I've found something out, it's like, oh man, now I see you as you are. And I think that makes a problem with communication.
Yeah.
So,
but, let us take people
I blame my
off
dad.
the pedestal and rehumanize them, that no one is perfect and people mess up. And
yeah, I work in a supermarket. So, I mean, I've obviously gone downhill in life.
Well, says who? I mean, who's to say?
yeah, we need
You're
all different
working.
kinds of people.
That's more than a
doing
lot
all
of
different
people
kinds
do.
of jobs.
Yeah. I also miss my opportunity because some of the baggers get paid more than me. It's like, Dad, what?
Oh, that's not
I should have
fair.
negotiated better.
Yeah, it's never too late. You can still negotiate.
I messed up when they said, "Can you work? Can you work right now?" I said, "Well, I'm just here on my lunch break from my other job." Right now, no. Like, you want me to go in the closet, get a uniform out? Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we do. But yeah, that's another difficult conversation, is advocating for yourself. Because what if they said no? And then you'd have to deal with that shitty feeling of like, wait, someone else is getting paid more. That's not fair. And then am I faced with this option or decision? Then am I supposed to quit because I didn't get what I want?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of what ifs that go along with these hard conversations.
I find a lot of comedians seem to override people's feelings.
Yeah.
Right there, Stolowitz?
It's always almost a sign of pride. Yeah.
I see a lot of these people. They're good. It's like you see a good person there, and then you're like, what happened? Why is this guy thinking like bad stuff about me?
Well, part of it is our field, and we get monopolized here in the Bay Area by one company, Live Nation, and they exploit us, and they pit us against each other deliberately so they can keep us fighting for the crumbs from their table. And it's that way in a lot of scenes, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like the ideas that we have in this day and age about what's strong and what's weak, and there's the public persona we have, and then our private selves. And people can see us one day in a good light and another in a bad light, and they just assume we're that day, and that's not the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, one thing that bothers me is going after the dead. I have a problem with that, but I've done it myself. I was mad at my grandpa, and I did that to him.
Ooh,
and
okay. I see what you mean.
Then later, it's like, when I wanted to get back at somebody else, I shit on their dead friends, and that created some long-standing grudges. But then, it came full circle, and it happened to me. I lost people that I loved. And, people that would never say things to their face were suddenly defaming them on social media once they were dead and couldn't defend themselves. And it didn't matter how many times they had cancer. They were standing up and, making a stand for what, I don't know. But yeah, we're bad at it. But it's like, we're not like that inherently. There's nothing about comedy that says you have to be cruel. And there's nothing about comedy that says you have to be a Bay Area activist on a pedestal. Or the opposite, down south or in the valley. Politics has destroyed a lot of it both ways, because we don't see each other as human beings anymore. We see good and we see evil. And if you're a good person, it doesn't matter who you hurt. And if you're a bad person, it doesn't matter who you help.
Is that what separates music and comedy? Musicians and comedians?
I get along well with them. I love musicians.
I think it's
That's
also
the thing,
important
yeah.
to remember no one is 100% good and no one is 100% bad.
Yeah.
And so, again, to rehumanize people as people do shitty things and people do really good things.
Yeah. And you don't always know what's going on. You don't know what people's head space and heart space and even soul space is in.
Yeah.
But it is hard for me to forgive. I mean, because people won't forgive me, but also just because I feel like I lose anything I stand for when I do that. I don't know. But then I get
when
exhausted.
you forgive, you feel like you lose what you stand for when you forgive.
Because it's like I let people off the hook. And they get away with things.
what if they have remorse?
What if they don't?
Right.
Or what if they don't display it because they can't?
Yeah.
Or what if it doesn't even
Right.
matter?
Their own shame spiral and what they're allowing or
I've
not
seen
allowing
some people
to come
where
out.
if you apologize to them, now they gain power, and because
Well, here's the other
they
thing.
feel
Yeah,
that
it's a lot
power
of ego
gain.
stuff.
You did it. Social media, it's your fault. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but yeah, the internet and having to perform online constantly, even though when you're not in the mood or you're just being yourself, that's destroyed because people feel like they can't be vulnerable when everybody's watching. So they have to be tough or take a stand or do what's expected of them.
Yeah.
It's like people have canceled me 3 times now. And they'll still come up to me in person and act like they're friends. They just don't want people to know we're friends.
Uh-huh.
That may be me in some areas.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's like, why do people care so much about what other people think? But I know why. Because now our employment and our livelihood is dependent on it. So you could say, well, nobody should care what anybody else thinks. You just got to live your truth. And that's nice in theory. But in reality, it means a lot of rejection and isolation and even exile sometimes.
My thing is, at least if I got a problem with you, maybe heard something or someone says something, come to me with it. I'll be honest with you. Even if you catch me in the middle, like I'm not gonna be like, wait, hold on, didn't say that. Or if I say something against you, I want to make sure I mean it.
Yeah.
Say I'm gonna tell you to, F you again,
Yeah.
I don't F you like John. Just example of a guy's name, John. Like F him and tell him F you like John.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Well, another thing that happens is alcohol gets involved.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And, it's like that takes you back to the Second Circuit where you all just start acting like primates and territorial mammals. And, we're not literally marking our territory. Well, I mean, this is San Francisco, so some people are doing it literally here. But
Exactly.
But we throw words
They
at
keep
each
it
other
real.
instead. Yeah.
When they say they'll poop on you, they'll do it. And you're like surprised. All right, Chelsea, you should also be on Dancing with the Stars. But let's get you a couple more songs. Because,
Sure.
gosh, everything you say, it makes us want to talk about it.
You have a lovely voice.
Thank you.
We should just run into two songs right here. Ooh.
This one, well, I'll play this one because it's appropriate for what we were talking about, forgiving people. This one is
not
about
dehumanizing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this guy ghosted me, and so I never got to have that conversation with him about what happened, but I'm able just to be like, he's a human and he didn't have the communication skills, and I wrote a song about it.
Okay.
Haunted soul with ghosts, he don't know about it. Just take off my clothes, nice and slowly, lining is dry. Getting wet, I'm in your bed. Lightning is striking, can I see you again? The last thing I knew, you were saying I love you. Now it's all this mess, my God. What did you do? Lightning is striking when I'm in your bed. was in your head. Lightning was striking. I thought that you were my friend. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, lightning was striking when I'm in your hands. Lightning was striking. Was this all in your plan? Oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I, oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Why? Thank you.
So technically standing ovation. Because Billy Crystal told everyone to sit down at the Grammys yesterday
Oh, okay, missed that
to
part.
honor him. So and they were all just already sitting down.
They're like, can do, sir.
And, so have you ever been nominated for an award there for your music? Because that's
No.
beautiful music you
I
got
have
there.
not been nominated for an award yet,
Well,
but
you
I'm
got,
very open to that.
got 3 people that will nominate you.
You got my vote. I got your votes.
I'd prefer you than that. I mean, we need some more light. That Sam Smith guy, boy, what the hell was that? But
Well, I didn't watch.
Yeah, I missed all of this.
'Cause
I didn't watch the Grammys.
I said hell, and that's what he was displaying there. But I don't know if he ripped off Lil Nas at the same time. I don't know what he was going for.
Oh,
It was him and I guess Kim Petras. She's trans, which I found.
Uh-huh.
So she came out of the closet to me yesterday because I didn't know.
yeah.
And so
I think to a
so
lot of people.
I guess if you don't know, you're like, hey, it's awesome. Anyway, but then they were with like the devil suits and the fire going. I was like, what the hell is going
Oh,
on
like
here?
Lil Nas X on Easter.
Yeah, I was like,
ago?
what the hell is going on here? And I got to see what Sam Smith was working with. He had his Jolly Rancher out. No, he had his underwear on, but
Definitely
anyway.
Rancher.
It looked like he had a Jolly Rancher in there. But yeah,
Well, I hope it was Jolly.
you missed the Grammys last
Oh
night.
no!
Unfortunately, I know.
I don't like award shows. It's very
Missing
fake.
out.
Yeah, because you two should be on that show.
Oh well, that's sweet of you.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Very
But yeah.
open to that.
There's so much politics involved with those about who does and doesn't get selected, and I feel like
This podcast is going for a Grammy.
oh, is it?
So
Do they give Grammys to
Get
podcasts?
it.
Is that a new category?
Well, there was a spoken
Should
word
be.
award. I mean that counts, right? Same thing, right? Spoken word. We're speaking, aren't we?
I don't know if it's artistic though.
I think it's a different genre.
Yeah.
It's a different category.
All right. Well,
I was walking out there, suddenly observing something, and then I began to think maybe this is spoken word.
there you go.
There you go. You
That-
did it. That's yeah.
Win an award there. I don't know. Everyone's bagging on that Madonna, but isn't that not cool? Like,
Why are they bagging on Madonna?
I mean, she looks good for that 85. Like, I mean,
Is she really 85?
No.
she's
Okay.
I think
not.
she's 60.
That's horrible. Then I'm bagging on her too. That's not cool. Okay. Well, I mean, people get old.
Yeah, especially when they're not doing anything creative.
Wow. I mean, so what? She probably looks like she does that S&M dungeon stuff and like.
Does she though, or is it just an act?
I think it's just an act.
Yeah,
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
I don't
by
think she's a cowboy
people's
either.
Outer personas.
She's not. I'm not a big fan.
Oh, come on. I'm out of here. She's not really a cowboy. With the glitter hat. She looks like Grindstone.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was a music
Returning
video.
my ticket.
That was a music video. Yeah. I do think she's probably a nudist in real life.
Do you have somewhere that I can plug in?
All right, so it looks like we're getting another song in there. Are we?
You want to do another song?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Let's get a good amount in there. So
Thank you.
she's not. I don't know why they keep saying Madonna. She's Madame X now.
Did she
Oh, she
really
is?
change it?
Oh, I
If
didn't know
you
that.
go on the Spotify, it's Madame X.
Is that
Okay.
error?
I don't. No. That's her new name because she doesn't look the same. She doesn't have the triangle boobs anymore.
I mean, she's reinvented herself so many times over. I don't know why anybody's.
Hey, remember those ice cream
So
cone
surprised.
boobs?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
well before my time.
That was early '90s.
I was never like tasty ice cream, you know.
No, I only got into her like real light. I was really
Oh.
late to the party.
I was really into her in 1994, 93. Yeah, I loved her 80s stuff. And so I was like, whatever you want to dress up as, cone titties, do your thing.
Yeah.
Cone titties all day.
Want your sex or what? No, what's
All of it. I liked all of it.
I was hoping for her and that Vanilla Ice to have a relationship, but that didn't work out.
It's never too late.
All right, so what songs we got next here?
Let's see. This one is I'll do a country song
Oh, cool! In honor of Madonna.
in honor of Madonna. I'm gonna do a country song.
Express yourself.
Hey.
This one is about maybe, God, it was maybe almost 10 years, maybe 7 years ago. I dated a drug mule and he got caught with 500 pounds of weed in Oklahoma, was looking at 20 years in prison, escaped the country, and just like really wanted to come back and was such an alcoholic. And it was a sad time. It was a sad story.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. So the other day, my friend Luke Scarmazzo just got released from prison.
Oh,
For
congratulations.
Marijuana. Like how the it's about time.
Yeah.
It must be a weird world because marijuana is legal. You must be everyone
know.
just go buy it. You know?
Yeah. So all these people who, went away for years and are now
30 more minutes.
seeing,
And we're gonna see
seeing things change.
in the show. We're gonna do some extra show.
Okay, so this one's called Sad Eyes because he was really sad and he had sad eyes. He's got that sad look in his eyes. He's too drunk to drive. He's waiting to die. He'll leave without saying goodbye. Whiskey, wine, or gin, it don't matter to him. 'Cause it ain't about the taste, it's about the state that he's in. Driving for days, motels, drive-throughs. Girls of the evening who are in love with you. But if you don't know who you are, you don't know what to do. Drowning in darkness is heartbroken too. Can't go home and can't leave it alone. He wants it so bad, it's like a fever in his bones. God damn it, I can't help you if you won't let me in. I just gotta let him live his life in sin. Whiskey River, won't you just take my mind and steal it away from me this one last time, and sing for me a sweet lullaby with all the words that he never could find. Can't go home and can't leave it alone. He wants it so bad, it's like a fever in his bones. God damn it, I can't help you if you won't let me in. I just kinda live my life in the wind. Can't go home and can't leave it alone. He wants it so bad, it's like a fever in his bones. God damn it, I can't help you if you won't let me in. I just gotta live my life, my life, my life. Oh, without him.
That was which song was that?
That one's called Sad Eyes.
Sad Eyes.
Yeah.
My cat has that sometimes.
Was your cat a drug mule too?
No. She's a cat, not a mule. Oh,
Right.
come on, man. She doesn't like leaving the house, really, so.
Aw.
But she does stand outside the door on the mat for a while. She may be a drug dealer. I don't know.
Tipping him off.
Yeah, you don't know what she's doing when you're not home.
She looks real sketchy at people. And sometimes she just stands there outside the mat. Like,
Being all skittish and
she has,
sketchy.
she has an extra digit on her paw. So.
Oh, one of those. She's an orange one?
Yeah, how do you know? Wow.
That's characteristic of that breed.
Wow. She's a polydactyl,
Fun fact.
I call them. So,
Seen that on a Snapple fun fact.
I feel like
I read that on a lid somewhere.
then I feel like the next song is gonna lead us to there's a lot of feelings in these songs.
Oh, yeah. These are all, I mean, it's basically my diary in song form.
Ooh, yeah, well, okay. Let's hear another one there.
Okay. This one I wrote, I was sitting in bumper to bumper traffic at the MLK exit in Oakland. And yeah, I was just depressed. I just graduated from acupuncture school and was just really tired and burnt out and was having a hard time. So this one's called Hope, because I was just like, God, there's got to be something else, and I was hoping for it. Hope, something is shimmering, and hope you keep me hanging in, 'cause nothing else does. Hope, my bones are shivering, and hope the winter's setting into my heart, the deep parts where something glows. And I love too soon. I love too soon. And if I never do it again, it'll be too soon. Never again is still too soon. Oh, why did you bring me here and hope to talk of all my fears like the ones where I die alone on the floor at home? And I love too soon. I love too soon. And if I never see him again, it'll be too soon. Never again is still too soon. Never, never, ever again. Never, ever, ever again. Ever again.
Wow, that's a good lead up. Sad and then hope.
Yeah, I know, but someone was recently like, dang, that song doesn't sound very hopeful.
Well, I mean that. So it's kind of like how there's a song by the rapper Logic.
Uh-huh.
It'll make you want to kill yourself, but it's a song about anti-suicide.
Oh.
But then there's Papa Roach, Tear My Life Into Pieces, and My Last Resort. If I want to end my life, it makes me not want to, because I'm just like now thrashing out to the feeling of ending it. And then I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it anymore, versus, a horrible song. So if it's a good song, it makes it more like you relate to it instead of wanting to actually be sad and end your life.
Yeah. A number of people have come up to me after shows and told me, you make me feel the feelings that I've been avoiding feeling all this time. But they're like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, once it has to be safe, like in a safe zone.
And I think when there's camaraderie around it, like everybody feels shitty sometimes, you know, and not to be all like misery loves company, but to tell people like, I'm there with you too, you know, and we can be supportive of each other. And then when you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, instead of the misery trying to create other misery because because it loves company, the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got some questions reeled in about acupuncture.
Oh.
You already described it. Now it's what's the key, and how does
the key to acupuncture
travel? QI?
Chi.
Oh yeah. Does that sound right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And how does it travel?
It travels throughout the body through all of the different meridians. And these are basically roads or channels of energy throughout your body. And the different meridians connect to their pairs. And it basically, they say that when there's pain, that's a stagnation of chi. And when there's, like if it's a physical pain, it's a stagnation of chi and blood, or, maybe phlegm. And if it's like an emotional depression, then that's also a stagnation of chi. So chi can manifest and be represented in many different ways.
And I got a question here.
Uh-huh.
I was watching Kiss of the Dragon, and a guy used a needle to kill someone. Is acupuncture safe?
Acupuncture is very safe. I took probably 5 years of anatomy and physiology. So you learn all the vasculature, you learn where the main, veins and arteries are, and you learn where all the organs are, you learn where the points are, and you learn where the places that you avoid putting the needles.
Yeah, so you can
And
kill someone.
you can kill people, and you learn how to not.
No, there's one that about if I've ever done it. Yeah, I've only. No, when we were in the studio, someone else did it. You want to try the needle in you, Stolowitz?
Yeah, I've had them before.
You want to try right now?
Well, you got to sterilize them, right?
Did you
They
sterilize?
come sterilized.
She's got needles.
Yeah.
It comes with
yeah.
needles.
It's-
Yeah.
Okay.
See an example here.
By the way, if you want to know what the meridians are, I'll add it onto the screen right now.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
You,
All right. Who wants to see the prick get pricked?
you see?
So here's my little travel
You sound-
acupuncture kit. This actually just lives in my car.
It's like my grandma's sewing kit.
Yeah, it's an
That
old,
explains a lot.
Yeah, it's an old vintage makeup kit. So
The German one, not the Jewish grandma.
let's see.
By the way, here's the meridian for you guys. The meridians.
Cool.
Okay,
Thanks for
so
including
there's
that.
that for you guys.
And those are in the
Perfect.
energy body. They're not physical, are they?
So there's those.
It is physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks up all kinds of things. Last time he looked up a fleshlight, and we learned about what a fleshlight is.
You didn't know what a fleshlight is?
Hey,
That surprises me.
it looks scary.
Oh, see, thought it looked like something else, but that's just
Well, there's the vagina, but then there's the one that has spikes out of it too. Some guys like.
Why would you? Okay, well,
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
S&M and fleshlight.
Aren't you lucky?
Okay.
I think it's a guy toy.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a guy toy.
Yeah, guys have weird toys.
So here's the needles. They come in boxes like this with packets of 10. And so there's different types of needling. I learned Chinese and Japanese style. This is the guide tube, and you put the needle inside the guide tube. And the needle's very fine. Can you even see that? It's very, very tiny. It's about as thin as a strand of hair.
It's a millimeter, yeah.
Yeah, really, really fine. Yeah, so these ones are actually 0.16 millimeters.
Ah.
Yeah, so not even a millimeter.
Lots of
And
stickers,
so
though.
see how it when I'm holding it right there, so it sticks out a little bit outside of the guide tube. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then when I'm holding it, I go like this. So now the handle is sticking out of the guide tube. And so then when I needle someone, you find the point. I mean, I can do it on one of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I do it on who wants it?
I'm fine either way.
Sure, you took it out of a box. It's fine. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. So I also use a little alcohol swab. Anything in particular you want to get treated for?
Oh, what should I get treated for?
What's the most pressing one?
So it's not like
Mind, body, spirit, any
Oh.
digestion, insomnia, yes,
He's
psychosis,
actually not psychotic. That's my problem thinking that.
acid reflux, pain
Oh, that's a good one.
anywhere. I'm treating a lot of people for post-COVID stuff, brain fog.
What hurts the
low
most right now,
energy.
yeah, I don't really hurt right now.
Oh, lucky.
Whoa, actually, hey, right here, this shoulder thing.
Okay, your shoulder.
This,
Okay. Yeah, I'll
I
go
just
over
don't
to
like
him.
admitting, I guess, my pain. I guess, but
Oh, okay. You macho man.
I guess
you.
I could.
That's the first step of
I
getting
guess,
help. That you have to admit that.
I guess probably. So I gotta take off my shirt.
No, you don't have to take off your shirt.
Oh.
Okay, so
I think
I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit, and I'm gonna alcohol swab the area.
That's kind of good.
And so this muscle is called the trapezius right here.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
attaches up here at the occiput.
Huge
Okay.
traps.
Yeah, look at those traps. And so what you do, so this is actually in school. They were always like, "Don't puncture the lung," and that was like this huge thing that they'd always.
I remember that.
They would always hammer that into us. Don't puncture the lung. And so how you do that is you don't want to go perpendicular and you don't want to go deep at this point. And so you grab the trapezius and you go. Oh, I didn't even give you a heads up. I just did it.
You can feel it?
No.
Oops.
How are you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's something there, but not quite.
Yeah. So oftentimes there's an immediate sensation, and then the sensation will go away pretty soon thereafter. Maybe there's a little prick. Some people often don't even feel anything. We look at the tongue of the person. We feel their pulse. Yeah. How
Yeah.
you feeling?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. Oh, you took it out.
No.
Oh,
No, it's still on.
how long do I keep it in?
I mean, when people come to my office, we let them have the needles in for about a half an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, but when I treat children or dogs, the needles stay in for very short periods of time because they move around a lot and they can't stand still. So yeah, so and then also if someone is very deficient, if they're like really exhausted and fatigued all the time,
Yeah.
then we don't leave the needles in for a long time because those patients
Oh.
actually can't stand to have them in for too
Well,
long.
I drink a lot of caffeine,
Okay.
but tired yesterday
You were tired yesterday, is that what you said?
and today.
Oh, okay.
So, but
Yeah, I wouldn't put you in that category. Just
oh, okay.
yeah, just
Good.
observing you over this last hour, you're not one of the we're talking about like cancer patients, like really sick people.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No cancer here.
great. So yeah, do you want me to take it out?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So then when we take it out, bada boom, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell the people how it felt?
It felt like I didn't really feel
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. It's very chill.
So it's gonna, and then it just works in your system, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it did not feel painful.
Right.
Because
No.
they're so small.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of them are more pricky. Hands and feet have a lot of nerve endings on them, and so those ones can be a little bit more painful. But yeah, the sensation dissipates really, really fast.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym later and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, see what happens.
Like if this, well, maybe this one will be stronger than the other one.
I think it would. It's supposed to relax the trapezius muscle, so you would maybe just feel a little bit more kind of less tightness or yeah.
Okay.
So Chelsea, why would a needle necessarily cause that to happen? What is it about that?
The needle, basically, they say that because the pain is the stagnation of chi, the needle disperses that stagnation. And so when there's no stagnation, there's no pain. On like a more Western medicine approach, they would say that it brings more blood, it improves the blood circulation. And so when things have low oxygen levels, that's when things get really painful. And so if you're bringing blood to the area, the blood is oxygenated. And so
it stimulates the immune system?
it also stimulates the immune system.
Okay.
It stimulates lymph drainage. It stimulates all of the good shit.
Is chi a physical energy, or is it like something subtle that can't be measured?
They call it the life force energy. But, when I'm like really exhausted, I can feel, oh, my chi is low. Or if I'm having indigestion, oh, that's my digestive chi is low. If I'm feeling really happy and if I have ample energy, then it feels like I have a lot of chi. So it's kind of both, that it
Is
does.
it like the synergy between different parts of the body, or
Yeah, and that's what you're really trying to bring everything into harmony, that you want there to be a synergy with everything, that everything is working well together because you're not just your pinky.
Yeah.
You are everything working together.
Although this pinky has gotten me
This
into real
fucking
trouble.
pinky.
You just got to find the right area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
it's different than injecting yourself. I got used to doing that.
Well, yeah.
To get rid of the blood clots.
With herbs or something?
No, I get rid of the blood. Well, in case I get a blood clot. It's weird because of my leg. They wanted me injecting into my stomach, so I guess it all connects.
Yeah.
So should we one more song and
Sure.
then
Yeah, let's do one more song.
Very last words and all that after that. I think you're dyeing your hair there, Stolowitz. That's cool. I dig it.
I'm not dying it. I'm just getting older.
Only the
Like
front
you
there.
added in that silver in there.
Seriously, it's only that one area.
It's my ghosts.
I like it. Reminds me of my cat.
This one is about my sister Marie, and we grew up really close together, and she moved to the Pacific Northwest years ago, and I'm always like, why don't you move home? And she's just like, fuck no. And so this song is about her. And
She sounds nice though. She's nice.
yeah. She's like, fuck no. She's great.
It's good to hear about families. I
Yeah.
guess.
No, I miss her and I love her all the time. So I wrote a song for her. Ah, Marie, come home to me. I'm lonely and I don't wanna be. It's you and me forever, and I should love you more tender. That's how I really wanna be. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. Oh, it's me and Marie. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. We are tied together. To you I am tethered. By your side faithfully. Oh, oh, Marie, come home to me. I'm lonely and I don't wanna be. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. Oh, it's me and Marie. Oh, 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 it's me and Marie. It's me and Marie. It's me and Marie. It's me and Marie.
Feelings that led up to family. Yeah, we could only be so lucky to have good family.
True that.
Yeah, I got stuck with an aunt that's kidnapped me while she was on the job selling herself to the men's.
Wow.
I was getting these family flashbacks. So yeah, you get so lucky to have
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But no, you should go see her sometime. Where's she?
I should. She's in Seattle, Washington. She's coming back in March.
Okay, good.
We'll
Maybe we can meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say something about that. Oh, no, about you. Okay. All right. Last words, and it's Chelsea Blake Rutherford from Berkeley. From Berkeley, right? Yeah, okay. And you should really try to. I would like you to be on a TV show about medicine.
Cool. That would be
Okay.
really cool.
We look forward to that.
Nice.
Okay. And last words, where everyone could find you and your music and all that.
Sure. Yeah. I have a office on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland, and my Instagram is Chelsea Blake Music. And then if you want to follow my Instagram for my acupuncture, that's Artemisia Herbs. Is and the spelling is Artemisia, Artemisia Herbs, Herbs.
And Piedmont's a nice area.
Yeah, Piedmont's super cute.
Hey, might have sold you there, huh, Stolowitz?
Huh.
Super cute.
What?
Are you interested? Now you might want to check
In
it out.
Piedmont or?
You might want to check it out, or place, or just the whole area.
The whole area is adorable. Yeah, Piedmont Avenue is a nice little.
Off a telegraph.
Yeah, it is a nice
and then once
place,
you
yeah.
enter the Piedmont Avenue, you're like, oh, that's the spot right there.
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah. So all right, Stolowitz, tell us, last words for you, and maybe you could be in a comedy like the You People. I think you would be better than Jonah Hill.
Oh, he's him. I'm me. You know, we do
Exactly.
different stuff.
You would be better in it. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's where to find you there, and what you think about midgets. Are there any others than that brand? Are there only one in comedy? All right. Last words, and is there only one midget in comedy? Little person, whatever you call him.
Yeah, don't use midgets. It's disrespectful. I'll be at the Improv in San Jose on Wednesday. I may not get up though, it's lottery mic, but any other Wednesday you can find me hosting trivia with Sandcastle Trivia at Surf Lounge at Pacifica on Bill Drake Way, 7 p.m. Come on down. We have a good time.
Cool.
You promote yourself pretty well.
I try.
Okay. Real quick, how do you mark yourself? Do you believe in having more than one profile? How do you stand on that?
No. I mean, I don't even have Instagram or Snapchat, I still use Facebook, and I'm trying to spend as little time on it as possible because I've ruined my life with it. You can find me on LinkedIn, I suppose, if you want to lecture me on how I need to be working harder and hustling more, but I don't know. The truth is, I like word of mouth. I actually get that sometimes these days. Like, people tell each other and they just come. And it's wonderful because I meet real human beings and not just avatars.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, not into the AI. I like to be...
You can also use rituals to summon me. I like eucalyptus and blue candles.
Very responsive.
I like to be spied on the old-fashioned way.
I forgot to
With a
say
balloon.
that I'm also playing a show this Thursday in Berkeley with Madeline Taskin
She's great,
at the
yeah.
Hillside Club, and then also on this Sunday at Third Eye Soul Kitchen. We're doing a whole variety show. There's going to be vendors and lots of different musical acts, and that's in Oakland.
Madeline's great. Madeline's great. I feel like there was something inappropriate that was happening on that show, and she was very rolling with it. But lost comedian, Tammy T. Love, a great person. She probably found that show. She wasn't rolling with the inappropriacy, but Madeline was, and she's great.
Yeah.
Vouch for that.
Yeah. So
She's great.
Thursday is
She's a good person.
7:30.
She's a
in
good
Berkeley.
person. Well, I mean, she's a fun person.
Oh, Maddie is amazing. She's a great friend.
And next week I got the comedian Natalie Fauzi.
Oh, nice.
She's
Cool.
coming on. She's because we're probably going to talk about relationships because
Okay.
it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, that'll
yeah.
be fun.
Day after, and she laughed about that. So I guess it should be good.
It will be, yeah. I'll watch that.
Okay, good. We got one viewer already. All right.
Thank you, one
Next
person.
week. Wait, you were the one person.
Oh, man.
Next week.
Thank you,
I'm
me.
talking about next week. You're the one person.
All right, we'll see you next week on What's Really Happening.